What's going on YouTube? WeskerGriff coming back with an in-person autograph recap from the 2015 Phillies Festival. I just got back from the festival not too long ago. Going to be doing a recap. Got several autographs, so going to be sharing that with you guys. This is like I think the fourth year I posted a recap here, so I've done recaps of previous festivals. If you remember the video from last year, it was really frustrating. A lot of I wouldn't say bad, but misfortunate things happened last year that left me a little bit soured. But this year, I bought 2 packages, so I got 4 autograph tickets, and I got super lucky. I probably had the best luck this year than in any of my other years on who I got on the tickets. So this was the list here, and I had tickets number 9, station 9, which as you can see is Chase Utley. Also got station number 21, which was Ryan Howard. I got station number 22, which was Matt Stairs and Ben Davis, who are the television analysts for the Phillies. And the other one that I got was station 15, which was Aaron Harang and Jerome Williams. So those were the ones that I got. If you're wondering why this football thing, this McFarlane here of Nick Foles is here, is because I got a chance to meet up with Mike O on YouTube. I met up with him prior to the gates opening. The gates were supposed to open at 4:30, but they opened them about 15 minutes early, so it kind of took us by surprise, so I had to cut my time short with Mike. But it was really cool getting a chance to meet him. He gave me a bunch of customs for the event. Unfortunately, I didn't get most of these signed. I did get a couple of them signed, so we'll be going over those. But overall, it started off real good. The weather, it was supposed to pour and rain, and it did start pouring like with an hour to go, so it was kind of a mess. But enough of that. Let me show you the stuff I got signed. The first card here I got signed of Ben Davis for the one station. Then I got Matt Stairs to sign this postcard. So it's one per player. They're very strict about that. I saw someone try to hand over a binder with a couple cards in it, and they only signed one. I mean, you really cannot get more than one item signed, because the ushers are pretty much handle all the stuff. And it's really difficult to get more than one item signed. They're really strict. The next thing that I got signed, this was not a station I had. I gave a donation because no one was at this station, and I was hoping to get this. But this was a nice photo that I got, an 8x10 photo of Juan Samuel and Darren Ruff in the old style uniforms. So they were both at the same station together, so I was able to get them. So they both signed in black. So really happy about that on a photo file. So that came out really nice. Next, this was a great photo, but unfortunately, he probably signed in the worst spot. This is of Ryan Howard, and as you can see, he signed in the center there. What happened on this one was the person in front of me got a photo with Howard, and when I dropped my item, when the usher gave my item to Howard, I was busy talking to him, and I wasn't paying attention to where he was signing. He asked me what I wanted it signed in, blue or black, and I told him blue. And before, I knew it, he was already in the middle of signing in the center, because it would have looked a lot better if he signed over here or over here. But he signed right there in the center against a blue-black drop. So, I mean, it's a nice signature. He gave me a really cool one, but it kind of sucks that it's right there because it's a little tough to see. And it's a great photo. I really like this photo. But what are you going to do? That was the second time I got Howard. I got Howard a couple years ago on a baseball, so. And the only reason I wanted to get Howard this year was because of that photo. I saw it on the internet and I had to get it. So, happy about that. that I at least got that signed, and then I got Howard. Next, gave a donation to get these two guys. I got these both on Mike O Customs. Severino Gonzalez. Got him to sign there on a custom that Mike made up for me. So that looks cool. He didn't have any Philly stuff, no Phillies cards, and the Phillies didn't even provide a postcard with him, like an action shot of him. It was just a Liberty Bell. That's at Citizens Bank Park, so they didn't even have any Philly stuff. Same with this guy. They didn't have any postcards of him, but Mike O made this sweet, sweet custom for me of Sean O'Sullivan with the red border there. Love this custom. It looks great. Mike did a fantastic job on these, so really happy about that. Got Sean O'Sullivan. And the last custom picture that I got was of the Frenchman, Frenchy, Jeff Rancourt. Signed there in black. Really happy about that. I wanted to get multiple items for Jeff Rancourt. So when I went, he was one of the last stations that I went to, and I had a ticket for Rancourt because my friend Kyle gave me a ticket to his station. So I had an extra Rancourt, and when I gave him my ticket, I asked if I can give a donation because I wanted to get a 2012 Topps signed, and I wanted to get another custom signed and give it to Mike. But they were like, no, we're not taking any donations. It's ticket only. So the communication there was a little messed up because some stations were taking donations and others weren't. And I was really surprised that they weren't taking one for Rancourt because his line wasn't really that long. But at this point, it was starting to pour and it was starting to rain. So there's that. But I'm glad I got him on at least one thing. Him and Utley were the two main people I was actually going for, believe it or not. So happy about that. And then he was with Franco, and I got this card signed for Mike O, because I told Mike got his tickets, and he didn't really get too many high-name players. So I told him that my friend gave me this ticket for Rancourt, and I didn't really care about getting Franco's, and if he wanted Franco, I would get something for him. Mike didn't have any custom photos of Franco made up, but he did have this card that he wanted to get signed. So, Mike, I will be sending this out your way. Like I told you, I do have a package that I'm getting together for you. I'm just waiting for the cards off of eBay to send them out. So I'm going to send this out when I get the other cards from eBay to send out your way, because I've been putting a package together for you. So there's that. And the last two things. I'm actually missing a photo. I forgot to take it out, but I'll show you these baseballs. Got Aaron Harang with, in my opinion, the best signature of the day. That is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful signature. You can clearly see the number. Really, really amazing signature. I was really happy to get him on a baseball. I'm 90% sure that the Phillies are going to trade Harang. He might go to the Astros. He might go to the Orioles. I'm not sure where he's going to go. But either way, I want to get him on a baseball because he has been phenomenal this year. Really good. One of the bright spots on the Phillies. And I'm going to be absolutely shocked if he's not traded because he's on a great contract. He's pitching amazing. And he's a real good dude. And any contender is going to definitely want him. So happy about that. Really, really nice. And then last but not least, the guy I've been trying to get for at least 5+ years at the festival. Couldn't get him last year because he was in the photo booth. The previous 4 or 5 years, I just could never get him because he's probably the most popular Philadelphia sports athlete easily in like the last 15 to 20 years. But Mr. Chase Utley, I finally got him. And got him to sign on this baseball. Signed on the sweet spot. Looks incredible. Super, super happy about that. Chase is a very tough signature to get, in my opinion. He always signs for kids at the games. And he's, from what I heard, he's pretty tough in spring training. He only signs about 4 to 5 autographs a day, if you're lucky. Usually always inside the stadium, not usually outside. So he's a very tough signature to get. And the festival is probably like the only time of the year that you can get him because he doesn't really do any sign-ins outside, like any paid sign-ins, so it's really tough to get him. So I was super, super happy to finally, after all these years of trying to get him, to finally get him. So really, really super happy about that. And I have one other thing I have to look for. It was of Jerome Williams. And I have no idea where I put it. Oh, here it is. For a second there, I thought I might have lost it because when you're going to these events, I mean, it's just a rat race. You got to run to all these stations. Got to make sure you don't lose anything. But Jerome Williams Custom by Mike O. Signed there in blue. Funny thing about this, when I handed it to him, he said, "This is flat out amazing." He was like, I wish, he actually asked me if I had another one of these because he wanted one to keep, but I told him I only had one. He was telling me how he hated the postcards that the Phillies gave him. He didn't like the picture, but he said he loved the vintage design on this. So Mike, Jerome Williams is a big fan of this, so you might want to consider sending him a couple photos TTM. Maybe he will sign some stuff and hook you up. So this is really cool. Happy about that. So that's my recap. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you went to the festival, let me know. I would love to check out your recap. So thanks for watching. Any questions or comments, leave them down below, and peace.